Absolutely.
Oh, that was just a short time ago down in Atlanta. One of 4 women, our Tory Johnson, surprised with a job she desperately needed, a freelance project manager. It's all part of GMA's Great American Job Fair. So many people struggling right now. And Tory met another woman who was laid off, but with a little help, has really managed to turn things around.
When you've been laid off, which I've never had happen before, it's a little stab in your heart because you know it happens to other people, but when it happens to you, it's just a tough feeling.
51-year-old Cheryl Ludwig has a passion for art, but she always considered it a hobby. Her real job was working as a receptionist in this tree nursery in Bishop, Georgia, where she loved the people, generous pay, and security. But it came to an abrupt halt 6 months ago when, like so many in this economy, she was laid off.
It was very rough at times emotionally. There were times where I was extremely frustrated, and you know, I'd go, why is this happening?
After 7 months and no job, Cheryl wrote me an email.
I was laid off at the end of May and have yet to find a job.
So off I went down to Georgia to see if I could lend a helping hand.
Hi! What is this? 3 stacks. These are all of the places that I've applied to. I've applied to the 2 hospitals in Athens, to the big university. I've applied as medical receptionist, retailers that were, well, we're not hiring right now. I'd go through the UGA website, the hospital website, school systems website. There would either be no response or I would get a letter saying, due to the high volume of applicants, it's going to be at least 3 weeks before we can get back to you.
Cheryl thought she had looked everywhere for a job, but there was one avenue that she hadn't thought of: becoming a professional freelancer, right in her own empty second bedroom. I pointed her to Odesk and Working Solutions, 2 websites that allow companies anywhere in the world to hire, manage, and pay people like Cheryl. The only thing required? A home computer. So I encouraged her to go for it. After a brief application process, Cheryl was offered 2 projects through Odesk, one doing research, the other transcribing, both for $12 an hour. Working Solutions set Cheryl up with Microsoft, where she will be proofing and verifying ads that run on their websites. She'll be paid between $10 and $14 an hour. She never envisioned working from home, but just landing these jobs gave her hope.
You have to pick yourself up. You have to get going. You have to be open to diversify, because if I just sat here and go, well, I don't really have that type of experience, I'm not going to give it a try, where am I going to get in life? Nowhere.
But it's not always about money. I believe that our work should align with our passions. The more you enjoy what you do, the better you will do. So even though Cheryl has now achieved her goal of getting a job that will pay her bills, why not try to see what can come of her first love, art? I suggested she put her work on Etsy, which is kind of like an eBay for artwork. And guess what? 2 of her paintings have already sold.
It's just phenomenal. I'm ecstatic. It's like I've struck gold.
She struck gold when she got in touch with our Tory Johnson. And Tory, you're with Cheryl right now there in Atlanta.
Cheryl's amazing here in Atlanta right now. She's doing what we call paying it forward. She set up her own booth right here, and she's talking to everybody about how she made it happen in ways that she didn't even think was possible. She's talking to them about how she set up that profile on Odesk. She's also talking to them about how she's made money on Etsy, where she's already sold 2 of her pieces of artwork, and that's really energized her, that she's making this money, that she's doing it for herself. And the other thing that's really important to us is the whole concept of paying it forward and job karma. And so I'm really thrilled that everybody here is getting to experience that in-person one-on-one, and we wanted to replicate that for everybody across the country. So we're launching today the GMA Job Club, and it's an opportunity to go to abcnews.com to be able to get all the tools that you need, the resources you need to start your own job club. And the thing that I've heard from everybody here today is that it's the face-to-face contact. None of us have the ability to find a job or advance our careers on our own. We all need a support system. We all need need help. And so by forming your own little job club, think of it sort of as a book club, but in this case it's all about jobs and careers and work and money, all the stuff that we need. It's the opportunity then to form one of those on your own to be able to get the support you need in your community, whether you're looking to make money through a passion of yours, whether you're interested in starting your own business, or you just need help. Sometimes having that community of people to do it with makes all the difference in the world, and Cheryl's an amazing example of that. Her optimism really inspired me, and I hope it's going to inspire a lot of other people, and we're going to get this going.
We are going to get it going, Tory, and I love when you talk about job karma, and we've talked about this a lot. I mean, it's difficult for people out there, and they want to stay upbeat, and they want to stay positive, but it really does make a tangible difference, doesn't it?
Huge difference. I'll tell you that it's Cheryl's optimism day after day, waking up, getting no responses or getting rejections, and it's that optimism that kept her going and going and going and saying, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to open every door. I'm going to respond to every possible email. I'm going to do everything possible, and that's why she decided to email us, and it's why she's now here helping hundreds of other people who are talking to her.
Start of a new day, new hopes, new dreams, new ways. Tory, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The GMA Great American Job Fair continues next week in Chicago, and you can find out more information at our website at abcnews.com.